Demonstrative reprisals as a method of pressure and intimidation. Russian opposition journalist Ivan Safronov was sentenced to 22 years in a strict regime penal colony after 2 years in pretrial detention center. He is accused of state treason and cooperation with the intelligence services of Germany and the Czech Republic. The evidence is the journalist's publication, for which information was taken from open sources. The human rights activists, colleagues and relatives of Safronov called the sentence absurd.
Under our apartment with Safronov lived the drunk Mishanya. 2 years ago, Mishanya raped a friend to death with a bottle, but did not go to prison. This year, Mishanya threw his drinking body out of the window to death and left for 5 years. Vanya was given 22 years today. Ksenia Mironova, journalist, bride of Ivan Safronov, on Twitter.
The Western press calls the Safronov and Novaya Gazeta cases remarkable. No less illustrative are the statistics of the so-called fakes about the Russian army. That is, any attempt to tell the truth about the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Already more than 100 people have received prison sentences and fines under this article. Among them are both ordinary citizens and opinion leaders. For example, at the end of August, opposition politician and former mayor of Yekaterinburg, Yevgeny Roizman, was arrested. He was arrested for literally calling the war against Ukraine an invasion. Experts say that the Russian system seeks to suppress protests in its genesis, taking into account the experience of its neighbors.
They simply cut off the protest at the stage when it is a minor one. In this sense, the situation with Lukashenko is even more indicative, who also told how fantastic his ratings were and how he was supported by the Belarusian people. And then, for some reason, he risked holding fair elections after all. And as a result, he is now recognized as the self-proclaimed president of the Republic of Belarus.
Together with the introduction of total censorship, the Kremlin is trying to attract citizens to participate in the criminal war against Ukraine. Propaganda requires Russians to go and kill Ukrainians, and schools have introduced special weekly lessons where the Kremlin's official position is put into the heads of the children. This is how a teacher at a Russian school does it.
We are now at war with NATO, which would like to put its NATO troops in Ukraine, and in just 3 seconds Moscow would be nothing but embers. That's what they want. They want to force us to do what they want. It's not going to happen. We have the best weapons. We are the best at these.
The fight against dissent in Russia began back in 2012, when the term foreign agent was first introduced into the legal sphere. Since then, 87 organizations, 50 media outlets, and 148 citizens have recognized as foreign agents. In July of this year, the law was amended so that a person can become a foreign agent for just a post, a repost, or a comment on a social network. As a result, there are no major independent media outlets left in Russia. Human rights organizations have had to cease their activities, and civil society has been practically eliminated. This means that only activities that agree with the opinion of the Kremlin are allowed in Russia. Reported by Roman Smoler, Danilo Kobza, UATV News.